Hi guys, yeah, this will be like my last time like officially trying to fix this because um when you haven't done a video in a long time, it's almost like you forget how to do videos. It's so weird. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and start because it does feel uber weird. Just very short. I've been working, I actually work 7 days a week. It's still part-time hours, but the type of job I have, which is it's very unique, I have to do it every day. I kind of can't take a day off, so I technically haven't had a day off in months. It might have been 2 months ago I had like a week off, but that's a whole other story. So I just want to jump and dive right into the topic, and also want to preface this by saying that this is not like this series of videos, which was requested. I forgot her name that requested it. Siri thought I was talking to him. Jeez. Um, yeah, this this type of video is not like to target anyone because I plan on going through every MBTI type, including INTJs. So just if anyone says anything dumb, I'm gonna do one against for INTJs. INTJ on other INTJ bullies. So I actually have a lot of poignant things to say about that through my own experiences and watching others. Um, but yeah, so today the topic is ENFPs and just kind of dealing with ENFP bullies. So everyone can use their gifts positively or negatively. I think that sometimes in the MBTI community, we get kind of like, sorry, I'm also sweating because it's super hot. Oh, God. It's a mess. I'm going to start doing videos without looking because I can't deal with looking at myself. Like, it's just too much. But, yeah, so everyone gets this idea that feelers and also like ISFJs and ISFPs and ENFPs and ENFJs are just these people that are here and they just want to serve others and all that. And like everyone, we have yin and yang, we have light and dark. And so, no, actually, you know how they say sometimes it's the quiet ones? Well, that doesn't apply to ENFPs because they're never quiet. But there are things that are type specific to ENFPs, and I had been meaning to make this video for a while. So let's talk a little bit about what like a general sort of stereotype of ENFPs is, right? So I think that people in general, when you meeting an ENFP can greatly enhance your life. They can introduce you to all sorts of new ideas and theories and concepts that they've worked on for their life. They're also extremely bubbly, but not in a vapid way. They're bubbly in a way that they're very excited about new people. They kind of have a little bit of a shiny object syndrome, where it's like they see something new and they're like, ooh, new thing, new person. I love you. I love my new person. Like, these are some of the memes that I see on Pinterest about ENFPs. Like, oh my God, I love my new friend. I have a new best friend. Like, that's a word that they're likely to throw around a lot. And one thing that ENFPs have over INTJs in particular are the fact that ENFPs, they're extroverts, and I feel like we share two cognitive functions, which is extroverted thinking and introverted feeling. Um, and it's interesting because the way an ENFP uses their introverted feeling, I always look at it in awe. I really do. I'm just like, how did you do that? How are you so self-aware? Like, how did you, how did you manipulate the situation positively for yourself with, very little conflict? Likewise, I think that ENFPs are definitely, you know, can learn from, perhaps at times envious of INTJs, kind of like the fact that we weld and we use extroverted thinking magnificently. Not as good as an ENTJ, of course, but you know, that level. Like when I hear someone that's very consensual, for example, I'd have to get into my job to talk about it. But anyway, when I hear someone say that they want to think more rationally, and that's a goal of theirs. But I also see that this person is well read. They're very abstract. Um, they're able to come to, you know, find all sorts of hidden patterns in the universe. You know, they have those core traits of extrovert intuition. I always say, oh, that's an EFP. Always wanting to like appear like more together than what they really are inside. So, ooh, please forgive me. This is my first video back, and this is a crazy day. But specifically, the ways that I see that ENFPs are bullies is that they're manipulative. So they're not going to stronghold, or like they're not going to strong arm you in the playground. That's not their thing. They're more likely going to, you know, use their social group to go against you and do that magnificently. And you'll just be like, oh, how did you do that? How did you bring... They're masters at social manipulation. Masters. Like, they'll have a group for everything, a group chat for everything. Like, they're just the masters at social manipulation. Like, I don't know. Like, and they do it in a way as a feeler where it's like, you're gonna feel bad. Like, they will make it so that you feel like you're the dick for something that either wasn't your responsibility and or, you know, just simply wasn't your fault, you know. And this tends to happen to me with extrovert feelers in particular, where they'll run me in like illogical circles, and somehow like I feel bad now, you know. They'll pull on my introverted feeling, and I'm just like, oh, I made this bad, right? I don't even know how I made it bad. I'm so confused. Like, they're really good at that. And they're really good at doing that and then get you to do something for them. Tell me tales if there's an ENFP out there that tricked you into doing some shit you didn't want to do because they pulled at your heartstrings and you're just like, if I literally don't do this, I'm a dick. And the funniest part about it, I'm usually not one to be manipulated. What happens is that they first make it seem like it's my fault, and then they victimize themselves, which is different than an extroverted feeler that has the Thai-Fey combo. Like, for example, introverted thinking and extroverted feeling, like, I could see them doing the victimizing, self-victimizing thing, but that's kind of not 100% their MO. Like, the introverted feeling will be like, no, this affected me in this way. This did this, that, and the third to me. I am damaged now, and I need you to help me with this one little thing. Can you do that? Being that, you know, you've damaged me. And obviously this would be like a unhealthy ENFP, but like I said, we all have our faults. I just find it funny because a lot of times after a session of manipulation with an ENFP, I'll just be sitting there like staring at my wall like, yeah, I've been manipulated. And I have to get out of this. And there's no way to get out of this because if I get out of it, it's going to hurt their feelings even more. And I don't know what to do. So I just shut down. Because, like, I don't have the heart to go out of my way to hurt the person. But I also can't sit there and be a pawn in some sort of elaborate ego-stroking shit. You know what I mean? Oh, they're so good at manipulation. Woo! You know? Woo! It's really crazy. I'm trying to think of something specific so I can talk about something specific. It's just like there's so many different examples. It's just watch out for that because if you're around a super manipulative ENFP, yeah, you will go around doing their bidding for them and not even know why, and then they will like blow up like you've really damaged them, and you have to put up a wall. You have to create like my best advice for dealing with that, which is my best advice for dealing with anybody of any type, is creating boundaries. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I told my friend the other day, I was like, women need to think of like a three strike system, you know, in relationships. Like, after the three strikes, then the person gets benched unless they hit a home run. If they don't hit a home run and they do a fourth thing, they're permanently benched, you know? So I feel like boundaries and making those boundaries within yourself is the best way to, you know, fend against manipulative people. Especially people that flip the script on you, use cognitive bias as well as logical fallacies to make you feel as if, you know, you've ruined their life or something. But just know, like, especially the more sick ENFPs, they're kind of telling everybody that. They're telling everyone that they ruined their life. You're not the only one. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, this is catalyst, but you might have to be like, you know what, let me join the line. Let me get in the conga line of people that have ruined your life. They're also, I feel terrible, but the thing is, like, once again, everyone has their fuck shit with them. So it's just, there's a different type of fuck shit for everybody. And trust me, I'm getting to that INTJ video. Don't worry about that. The other thing I notice about ENFPs is that they're kind of crippled, which all of us are, but a little bit more than most. They're kind of crippled without social relationships and being able to kind of depend on people emotionally. So I always find that, like, because they have that handicap, like, it makes them a little less dangerous, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I feel like they're like a mischievous, manipulative little kid as opposed to like some devious, you know, supervillain. You know, I don't think that that they're the general kind of like tropes involve ENFPs as like supervillains, you know, but they could be that really manipulative mom that's just like, you never come see your mother, and you're gonna die one day. I think I'm dying now. You killed me as a child, you know? I wish I had more to say about ENFPs in particular. This is my first video back. I swear, I need to just... Yeah, so just lastly, do you have any stories of manipulative ENFPs? And do you agree that that's like their main type of bullying versus directness or something else? I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments. Okay, till next time.